Welcome to Success Between Hours. And as a leader or practitioner in your field of work, there's going to be times when maybe you're thinking that having a beautiful way to start the morning, a way that is going to help set foundations for the day so that the day can be a more appreciated and enjoyable day. This is what we are exploring on this episode of Success Between Hours. What we're wanting to achieve in our day is to have a beautiful morning, a morning that's going to give us that foundation from which the rest of our day can unfold in alignment with how we set the tone for our morning. It's a day that we can expect to feel less anxious about time or less anxious about our productivity, and where we can really settle in to the vibration and to the foundation that we set in our early morning. As a part of our Success Between Hours, we have our 4 tenets of what we have discovered and what we call our definition of success. And the tenet that we are exploring today is affirmative space. And the tenet of affirmative space suggests that one of the necessary aspects of a successful day is having affirmative space in our time, in our day, in our life, in our work week. So we're going to see how this morning practice that we're going to look into today, we're going to see how that creates an affirmative space for us, and how that morning routine, that morning ritual creates a space that we can then settle into and carry with us throughout our day. So the morning practice, it's a very easy and simple 4-step practice. It's very simple to jump right into even tomorrow morning because it's just that simple. And yet you're going to see how after just 3 days of this practice, you're going to begin seeing the effects and the results that it does bring to your day. You're only going to need you're only going to need one tool, let's say, for this morning ritual, and it's not so much of a tool as it is an item. So you're going to need one item for this, and that is going to be your favorite package of incense. Some incense come in the long sticks that many of us are familiar with. Some come in the little cones. There's a whole variety of incense on the marketplace that we can find. So you're going to have to go to your favorite place that has incense, and you're going to have to find your favorite aroma, maybe something that is refreshing and really enlivens your senses right early in the morning, or maybe something very soft and warm. So you're going to get to explore which incense you would like to begin your morning with. And then, of course, you're going to need a lighter or matches or something like that for your incense, and probably an incense holder or some kind of way to hold your incense for you. So the morning practice looks just like this, very simple. First thing, as soon as awake from your rest, you're going to go ahead and sit yourself together, and you're going to light your incense. Then you're going to begin an Om practice. Maybe many of us are already familiar with the Om practice. It's Om, which is said to be a universal vibration, which helps us to set a very grounding atmosphere. So if we're not familiar with the Om practice, that's something that can easily be searched for. And just to help rekindle any ideas, it's a vibrational sound that helps us to recalibrate our mind to our environment, and it creates this universal vibration in which we recalibrate into a more natural feeling. And this vibration then helps us to settle our mind, it helps to settle our energy, and it helps us to be present, and it helps our words sound more resonating to our own mind. So it makes our words sound very, very true for us, and therefore more meaningful, and therefore more influential in our life. So the second step is our own practice. Personally, I personally like to have a set of 3 to 6 ohms, just depending on the morning. It will be 3 ohms, or it'll be 6 ohms. Okay, and then our third step is going to be our affirmation for the day. An affirmation I like to define as a simple phrase that follows after I am. So, for example, I am focused, or I am inspired. So affirmation being a phrase that's going to follow I am. And this phrase is going to be something that is personal and personally resonates with you and your goals for the day. For example, let's go ahead and move into the last and the fourth part of our morning ritual, and that is going to be setting our intention. Our intention is essentially what we hope to accomplish for that day. For example, an intention can be, I intend to work on my book today. I intend to complete 1 chapter of my book today. Now, getting back to our affirmation, we like to develop an affirmation that supports our intention. So if the intention is, today I would like to complete 1 chapter of my book, what might be an affirmation that is supportive of that intention? For example, many affirmations, and again, it's very personal and what personally resonates with your personal needs and your personal sentiment about what is necessary for you to feel inspired. For example, could be, I am at ease. I am at ease. I intend to complete 1 chapter of my book today. So just to re-go over that morning ritual, it's 4 points. The first point is we're going to light the incense. The second point is we're going to begin the Om practice. The third point is set our affirmation. And the fourth point is set the intention. And then to seal the morning ritual, another set of Om practice after the intention. And it could be just one final Om, it could be 2 or 3. 1 usually is going to be great enough. And as a tip and suggestion for the morning practice, it really works best if we, before resting for the evening before, to go ahead and meditate on what the next day should look like, and go ahead and have already in mind what the affirmation and what the intention will be. This way, upon waking up in the morning, the affirmation is already known and the intention is already known as well. So I hope you enjoyed this very easy and this very effective morning ritual, specifically for helping us to begin our day with a beautiful foundation that we can then settle into for and throughout our full day. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for tuning in to Success Between Hours. And here on Success Between Hours, it's all about sharing new and supportive perspectives on life and success. So I hope you enjoyed For example, one of the tenets that we were looking at today, one of the tenets for success, which is making sure that we spend enough time in affirmative spaces, whether those affirmative spaces are our own meditative spaces that we create for ourselves, for example, in the mornings or even before bed, or whether those affirmative spaces are somewhere out in our community, like, for example, our local yoga studios and other places that help us to feel successful and help us to feel encouraged and motivated and healthy and well in our day. So thank you again for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the morning practice. Please do try at least 3 mornings and see how you're feeling by the 4th morning. And here's to success.